What's up everyone? In today's video we're going to be doing an update on how the stock market is doing this week, as well as how the 4 investment strategies and the challenge fund are faring. But first off, if you're new to my channel, I post weekly videos on how the stock market is doing, as well as how the challenge fund I created is doing. I took 3 different YouTubers and their investment strategies and then I created one myself. And each week we see how each one of these 4 strategies is doing in the stock market. So that way if you're thinking of investing, you can get an idea of what kind of strategy you might want to use for your investments. So let's go to my computer and see how the stock market is doing. All right, looks like we've had a pretty bad week this week, with the Dow Jones down 0.12% for the week, S&P 500 down 1.52% for the week, while the Russell 2000 is down 3.69% and the Nasdaq is down 4.76% for this week. So overall, there's been a lot of turmoil in the stock market this week. But that's okay. We're going to just keep dollar cost averaging and keep putting money into the stock market every single week. So now let's go to the challenge fund and see how each one of these 4 different investment strategies is doing. So for all time since we started this portfolio, we're up 0.58%, which is down from last week. So let's go ahead and see how we ended up doing for the week. So for the week, we're down 1.66%, so down $67. Let's go ahead and see how each one of these different investment strategies did for the week. So it looks like the recession-proof stocks, which is the ones I picked, are up 3.21%. So that's only one of these portfolios that's up for the week. So I don't know if that means just a lot of these investors are starting to think that a recession is possibly coming. So it's just something to keep an eye out for. So let's look at each one of these stocks individually and see how each one did for the week. Looks like O'Reilly Auto Parts was our biggest gainer at 10.49% for the week, with Kroger right behind it at 7.26% gain for the week, with the only loss for the week coming from Budweiser, down 3.64% for the week. So it looks like there is definitely some money going more into these recession type stocks over some of the other plays you could do in the stock market. So now let's go to look at the ETF strategy next. Again, if you're new to the channel, I use Graham Stephan as kind of a role model for this portfolio. He likes to invest a lot into the ETFs, so that's how we pick these stocks for his portfolio. First off, all of them are down for the week, with the S&P 500 down the least amount at negative 1.08%, and the QQQ, which is the Nasdaq, down 3.38% for the week. Next, let's look at Joseph Carlson's portfolio, which is mostly all dividend paying stocks. So in his portfolio, we only have 2 of the 10 stocks that are up for the week, which are Costco and Home Depot, and the other 8 are all losses for the week, with the biggest loss coming from Starbucks at a negative 10%. This is possibly due to the new CEO that just came into play at Starbucks. He mentioned in a news article this week that they're going to cut share buybacks and cut dividends and focus more on the employees. So that caused some scare in the stock, and some investors have probably sold off due to this. Finally, the last portfolio we're going to look at this week is Jeremy from Financial Education. His are all more of the small cap stocks. So let's see how they fared for this week. So in this portfolio, actually every single one of them are down for the week, with Oatly being the biggest loss at a negative 11.66%. So this is just a good buying opportunity. As I do every week on Mondays, I always put $100 into each one of these portfolios, and we're just going to keep seeing how this does every single week throughout the year. So that's it for today's video. If you are thinking about investing, the platform I'm using is M1 Finance, and I do have a link in the description that if you invest $100 using the referral link, you'll get $50 and it'll also give me $50. So if you want to support the channel, I'd really appreciate that. And if you like this type of video, I also post videos on how to create a money plan so you can do more investing. And I also post videos about personal finance. So if you want to get more videos like this, just please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And while you're down there, if you can give me a big thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. So have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next week.